Hey guys, Lady Michelle,
Hello.
Resistance Chicks, coming at you March 30th, 2017. I am so glad that we have something from Melania. We haven't heard from her or what she's up to these days.
This is fantastic. I see a flip side to the coin of really bringing out issues.
Women's issues.
But here's the thing. I'm glad that she is addressing women's issues, but it seems like she's addressing human rights issues.
Yeah.
She's not going and talking right now about women in the workplace and all like the crazy feminazi things that we hear every day. She's honoring people who have sacrificed their lives, who have faced death, who have faced forced marriages, who have overcome extreme odds. And the people that she honored were some of them were Sharmeen Akkar, a 17-year-old from Bangladesh who at 15 resisted her mother's efforts to make her marry a much older man so she could pursue her education, setting an example for teens across South Asia who face similar pressure. Bangladesh has one of the highest rates of child marriage in the world, so I'm really glad that they're bringing this out. This is what we need to really bring to the forefront. This is what we need to talk about. So here she is honoring somebody who's setting a precedent to end child marriage in Bangladesh. And so it's just awesome. She says Sharmeen is attending a girls' school now and hopes to be an attorney, and so she can campaign against child marriage.
Wow, that's amazing.
Huge issue, because that I was just reading an article today about Germany and how there's about 1,500 child marriages, and they're trying to make some laws. Do you separate them? What do you do? Things like that, because they come in for under Sharia law.
Right.
Natalia Ponce de Leon was attacked by a stalker in 2014 who threw a liter of sulfuric acid on her face and body. After numerous surgeries, Natalia said she was reborn from the ashes and now heads the Natalia Ponce de Leon Foundation to help acid attack victims. She has lobbied for and now bears her name. That she has lobbied for, and increased penalties for acid attackers was passed by the Colombian government in 2016. Rebecca Caballo of the Democratic Republic of Congo was one of the youngest prisoner of conscience when she was jailed at 22 for demanding a fair election, and she continues to work with the Struggle for Change movement. There's just several women. Jeanette Al-Ghazi and the Organization of Women's Freedom in Iraq. There's a theme here, and I like this theme.
Yeah, absolutely.
Takes daily risks to help women in the country escape violence by offering them shelter and training and protection and legal services. The OWFI has helped more than 500 rape and domestic violence victims. Yanat understands the plight of women she helps because she was also a victim of domestic violence. So I'm going to play Melania talking here for a little bit.
Yes, she's fantastic.
Should they even dare to speak out?
Oh, no, rewind.
Yeah. Ask yourself, should they even dare the discriminatory laws which serve to protect the perpetrators of unthinkable crimes while punishing their victims? Should they even dare to speak out? Ask yourself if you would have the fortitude of spirit, the courage of your conviction, and the enormous inner strength required to stand up and fight against such overwhelming odds. Amazingly, each of our honorees has courageously answered yes to those questions. For it is their strength and the strength of others like them which will unite a global battle against inhumanity. Together with the international community, the United States must send a clear message that we are watching. It is therefore our duty to continue to shine the light on each miraculous victory achieved by women, all capable of trying, truly leading the change to fight for those that cannot fight for themselves. These are the stories of human greatness that will continue to inspire and therefore must be told far and wide. These honorees who have fought on the front lines against injustice are true heroes. Their stories of an individual bravery remind us that there is always hope whenever the human spirit is brought to bear in the service of others, and that healing and personal empowerment are often born from such deeds. I believe that bravery is the ability to live one's life refusing to be discouraged, and instead choosing a life of purpose. Only when we do this we are able to suppress what we previously believed to be possible. Each of these 12 women represents a life on enormous courage to save a child, to help a family, to make a neighborhood or school safe, or to boldly speak out against evil by refusing to back down, no matter the personal cost. To the young people here today, I ask you to allow the triumphs exemplified by these heroic women to inspire you in your own lives, and to remind yourself that you too are capable of greatness. I urge you to not be afraid to fail, as failure will never have the power to define you, as long as you learn from it. And realize that your first steps will always involve taking a leap of faith by believing in yourself while choosing to replace fear for hope. Let these brave women serve as daily inspiration, as it is now up to each of you to remain vigilant against injustice in all its many forms. As you go forward, remember their journeys as push ahead and strive to bring about a better community, a better country, and a better world in an ongoing fight for right over might. We must continue once again to shine the light on the horrendous atrocities taking place in neighborhoods around the corner and around the globe, where innocent families are crying out to live in safety. We must continue to fight injustice in all its forms, in whatever scale or shape it takes in our lives. Together, we must declare that the era of allowing their brutality against women and children is over, while affirming that the time for empowering women around the world is now. Forever ever, women are diminished. The entire world is diminished with them. However, wherever, women are empowered. Towns and villages, schools and economies are empowered, and together we are all made stronger with them. We must begin now to challenge old fears, fight long-held prejudices, and stand up against evil and injustice wherever it may be. As leaders of our shared global community, we must continue to work towards gender empowerment and respect for people from all backgrounds and ethnicities, remembering always that we are all ultimately members of one race, the human race. Each of one of us is uniquely gifted. We must continually reaffirm our American values as we join with the international community to make our world safer through acts of collaborative and individual bravery. Thank you, honorees, for your courage, and thank you, Ambassador Shannon, for your support. God bless you, and God bless this great nation. Thank you.
Well said. That was just beautiful. I mean, I could just listen to her talk all day, actually.
You know, I know that she speaks several different languages. Obviously, English is not her first language, but you got...
Oh, she feels it when she says it. I mean, she's very fervent.
You can tell that she was a little bit nervous. She's not... But here's the thing. I'd rather somebody be nervous to speak about something so weighty and so heavy
Important.
than somebody who's prideful and arrogant.
Yeah, like Madonna.
Going out there. Yeah, so there you've got these two parallel universes, and I give like the Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass kind of parallel a lot. There's the dark world, and then there's like the light world in Alice in Wonderland. And so like you've got these forgive me because I have to use the word feminist because they call themselves feminists, and I realize that there are a lot of people who call themselves feminists who don't go with this brand of feminism, but Hillary Clinton feminism, maybe I can just call it that.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton feminism hijacks women's issues, not caring about women. And she was in a speech, she had a speech just the other day, like a couple days ago, and I watched a good portion of it, unfortunately, just so I could give you guys a summary. But she, again, it's like she beats a dead donkey. She beats these highlighted things. Women need to be paid more. Men are sexists. And what I heard from this speech, and I know she probably didn't write it all herself.
Listen, she used the word brutality.
Evil.
Brutality. Do you understand what the definition of brutality is? Unequal pay isn't exactly brutality. I hope to. You guys have sent us the Tommy Robinson interview. It was 30 minutes long. We can't cover the whole thing, but I want to go to that because he listed a stat that in, I think, the UK alone, 1,500 Muslim girls have their genitals cut off. That's brutality. That is the definition of brutality. And
if you try to, I see what you're saying. If you try to put the same weightiness,
thank you,
of the brutality behind what you view as inequality, things that you want but don't need,
right,
versus human rights violations
because of your gender.
So you've got these two parallel universes, and this is the feminism that will set people free.
Right.
Because what it does is I felt in her speech it was humanity.
Yeah.
It wasn't, she didn't focus on women. She talked about women, but she talked about families. Mm-hmm. She talked about the weaker than thee.
Right.
Those who are weaker than you.
Right.
Even women who have weaker than them. You stand up for them.
Right.
And it's not about things that we want. Wage equality.
Which you already have.
Right.
By the way.
And things like that. When you've got this battle of feminists. And here's the thing. The Melania Trump speech here is what we all and the whole world need to focus on.
Yes.
This is the feminism that we need to get behind, because what it does, it says, we want you to have human rights. We want people, it's not just women who are being brutally attacked. I mean, in Islam and different things, there's violence and injustice. And what she said was, where you see injustice, stand up. And it takes courage and bravery to do that.
Yeah.
And you've got because
in a lot of places your life is on the line.
Right.
It's not just,
exactly.
it just takes courage to, it took courage for her to give this speech. It's not that kind of courage. It's the kind of courage that says, if I speak out against this, I could be executed.
Right.
That's real courage.
Right. I spent all day today watching ex-Muslim videos. If you've been on my Twitter, I either apologize or you're welcome, because I just posted 10 ex-Muslim
Leah
videos.
calls it her Twitter because even though it's resistance chicks, I don't Twitter. I rarely get on there. I don't tweet. I don't Twitter little. Leah does all that. So
she does a lot of the Facebook and a lot of the YouTube comments. You never know who you're going to get. Except for Twitter.
Except for Twitter's almost always Leah.
So anyways, this was a great speech. I'm behind it. This is awesome.
Well said. We're actually kind of covering, we've got a feminist. Here's the good feminism. This is what you're going to get to right now.
Right.
And then in a little bit, you're going to get how feminism has been hijacked by some crazy people, man. It's scary crazy. It's the kind of crazy where y'all people are going to need to take, some medicine after. Okay. All right, this is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it's not a conspiracy theory, if it's the truth. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring that little bell for notifications, and find us on Facebook and Leah's little Twitter.
The way she speaks.
No, you can't.
I want to hear it a little bit more.
That's closer. No,
it's just a little bit
But it's
more.
the way her mouth moves.
I know.
She's very sophisticated. And her eyes, have you noticed how when she was changing screen prompts, and she slowly looks over and then closes her eyes in that beautiful... Oh, it was ridiculous. She's awesome. I love this first lady. Bravo. I think she's very classy and sophisticated.
Not like us, but that's okay. It takes all kinds, don't it?
All kinds.
That's what we call diversity.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I was cold all alone. No place for